So what is the focus of Six Sigma or focus of Lean Six Sigma? The focus is on quality. The focus is on quality, right? So quality is driven by three factors. Any product, any service, any company, any segment, it is always driven by three factors. Even right now in this training program, this webinar also, the quality is driven by these three factors. The first factor is customer. All your expectations should be met, and that is why I don't want to deny an opportunity to convey your expectations. If I really do not understand why all of you are listening to me, if I talk something irrelevant, and that is never going to ensure quality. It's very important you stay customer focused. That means listen to your customer, and so that the customers can listen to you. So always customer requirement is very important. If you can't even understand the customer's requirement, and tell me how can you build the quality? And always customer requirement, there are two types. I do not know how many of you know use this. There is something called spoken requirement. Like our Ramakrishna spoke, he conveyed something. But there is a major portion which is called unspoken requirement. And now what is quality? Fulfilling the spoken requirement as well as the unspoken requirement of your customer. So you really have to use some tools and techniques, and you need to be systematic even in capturing your customer's requirement. If you are not even going to understand the customer's requirement, how are you going to deliver them? Right? So first factor that contributes to the quality in your offerings is customer's requirement. And the second factor, process requirement. Every company, it is nothing but set of process. For example, this training program is also a set of process. You want the training outcome to be great. It depends on the delivery, or I would say the teaching, which I am doing. It also depends on your learning, whether all of you are really paying attention or you are doing a multitasking while attending a webinar. That means the learning is at the worst. If I don't address or focus my talk towards your requirement, then teaching is going to be at its worst. So every industry is simply a collection of process. You really have to understand what is that process associated and where are you lagging. If you can take care of the process requirements, your end result can be great. That means you are going to achieve a world-class quality. All that you need to do is you understand your customer requirement and you also understand the process. For example, for teaching, what are the requirements? For learning, what are the requirements? Yeah, I can put a lot of text on the slide and makes everything very small and invisible to all of you. And now the learning requirements is getting affected. I don't use any pictures. I simply use a lot of text. Give you 100-page material and nobody is going to read. Isn't it? So the learning requirement, the teaching requirement, and probably the other things, how all of you are here. There is a team working on to invite the people for the program. Everything is a process. Take care of the process, and process is going to take care of your results. And results are nothing but the end quality, right? So the second factor which ensures quality in your offering is process requirement. And the third factor, the most important factor, is the employees requirement. Employees are also part of your system. We need to understand Six Sigma considers employees as internal customers. Many people still do not have proper clarity. When we say customer, they think customer is the one who is paying the money. No. The customer can be the end user. The customer can be external. The customer can be internal. Every employee is an internal customer. Every employee is an internal customer because the intermediate outputs goes to them. We need to understand. If you are a shop floor engineer, then the design comes to you. You are receiving the design, and design is having a flaw, not as per your requirement. Now Now your requirement is not met. The design is not great. You wanted to produce products so that you can send it to the assembly department. But for you to give the products properly to the assembly department, now you have to receive the design from the design department. Now for the design department, the shop floor is the customer. And for the shop floor, the assembly fellows are the customers. And for the assembly, the packaging. And for the packaging, the dispatch. And the dispatch and finally goes to distributors, retailers, and then the end user. Now you could see a lot of people who are receiving the intermediate outputs. Every output received by a customer. We need to understand. Output is not always your end product. You think you are buying a car. Do you think the car is manufactured directly as a car? No. There are thousands of components, thousands of child parts assembled together, and then you give it a name called car. Car only comes to you. But there are a lot of people who receive the intermediate outputs. And everyone who is receiving an intermediate output is a customer. If he is inside the organization, he is called internal customer. If he is outside the organization, he is called external customer. If the customer for receiving the output, if he makes the payment, then he is called the end user. We have to have a clarity, right? So there are a lot of people now, lot of customers for a single product, and you have to understand everyone's requirements. So employees' requirements, the internal customers' requirements are also important. Take care of the customer requirement, take care of the process requirement, take care of the employee requirement. Your quality is going to be world class. This is what Six Sigma is and Lean is going to guide you. So since Six Sigma started from the manufacturing environment,